Greetings, friends! It feels so good to get this right here. After a couple of years of making hundreds of videos now,
yes,
it feels so good to get this. And you can see where it's from. And this right here symbolizes and represents so much, a lot of hard work.
a lot.
But
thousands and thousands of hours.
It is so neat to know that we've got this, and it's an honor and almost surreal thinking back of when we got started. And when we started the YouTube channel, we originally started, and this is still the case today, that we started to just journal the things that we do here on the farm and to provide like a video, I don't know, photo album of our family and the things that we're doing here and the successes that we've had, and even some of the negative things that we've had too along the way,
and failures,
and just share that with others. And it's been quite the journey.
It sure has.
And it's been so exciting to think back of all the different things that we do here together. One of the things that is really important to me and to us is that we don't just live together, but we share life together. So all the various things that we do on the homestead, from tending to the animals, working with the chickens and working with the ducks and working with the goats, that we share that together with each other and our children.
That's right.
And we're making memories as a part of that and sharing our life, as well as the times that we were to work out in the garden together, doing various projects, whether we're prepping a new bed for a new crop or harvesting that crop. It's pretty neat that we have the opportunity to do that these days with video. Think back years ago. Well, years ago when we were kids, they had pictures, and video started being a little more popular as people were able to start affording camcorders and things like that. But hundreds of years ago, people didn't have these things to look back on.
No.
Now we have these videos to be able to share with others, but also to be able to look back on now and even in the future. And that's pretty neat that we have that capability to do so.
It really is. I was thinking the other day, you know, how much did people remember about their kids' childhoods, their infancy, years and years ago? Because, I mean, I'm sure they remembered more because their brains stored more. But now, just think how many hundreds or thousands of pictures or videos that we have. And we get to look back at our kids and our lives and all. And, you know, 100 years ago, they didn't do that. It was just everyday life. But I wonder how much they really remembered and all. It's just something to think about.
It is.
You ready to take a bath? So what are you ready for?
Ready for that?
I got an old man baby.
Okay, you're finally pushing back right now.
Come here. Hey. Hey. What do we have here? You made a mess. You have a mess there. Yum. Yummy. Yummy.
Didn't your mama teach you how to eat?
I guess not. What type of crumble?
Is it yummy, Micah? And it's also been interesting. Sometimes I get kind of discouraged when I see, I'm like, my homestead is not where I want it to be. The garden's not where I want it to be. And then I'll look back at pictures or videos from the YouTube channel. I'm like, whoa, it looked like that then? Man, I guess we have made some progress. A lot has changed. It looks a lot different than it used to. And then that provides a sense of accomplishment and encouragement. It's like, we are making progress. Yes, we are making progress. There's still things that I want to do and want to improve on, but hey, we've made progress. And I encourage you guys to journal in some way the progress that you're making. Sometimes you get down and it may not seem like you're making progress, but having the ability to look back, it means a lot.
And if video's not your thing, you know, write about it. You know, do whatever you can. Take pictures, do things so you can look back and see how far you come. Because when you're in the thick of it, you're like, I haven't done anything. This looks terrible, like Mike was saying. And you look back and it's like, wow, you know, it's nice to have a little recap of what all you've done.
Yeah, and as we've been sharing our journeys with you all here on YouTube. One of the things that I didn't necessarily see going into it is inspiring you guys and encouraging you and helping you in various ways. And we've created a community and tribe that people are learning different things from our videos of things that we are doing on our homestead. And when we go out to other places, you've communicated that you're learning from us and from others that we include on the videos, and that means a lot. And that was not one of the reasons we had originally started the YouTube channel, but it has been a really nice benefit, and really appreciate you guys sharing that with us to let us know that you are receiving something from watching our videos, whether it just be from entertainment, whether you probably know everything already, you're just getting entertained and enjoy watching us doing different things.
Or, you know, making you smile from doing stuff like that.
But that you also enjoy learning from us, even whether we're out foraging or growing something in the garden, that you guys communicate that, and we really appreciate that feedback. It lets us know that, hey, you're benefiting from our videos. And
the ones that really get us are, you know, we've planted a garden because of you. They've never done it before.
Yeah.
They're like, because of you. It's like, because of us.
Yeah.
Who are we? We're just kind of just showing you what we're doing.
Yeah, and it's been so neat to, in our journeys of visiting different places, to share those journeys with you guys and to know that you're benefiting from it as well. Like visiting the greenhouse that we recently visited in Indiana. We were inspired by that,
So
and
cool.
it felt so good to be able to share that travel with you guys and to share that experience. And a number of you have expressed that you thought that it was a dream greenhouse as well, but also being able to share other experiences, like visiting other places like Off-Grid with Doug and Stacy,
Yeah.
to be able to see their area and show you guys what life could be like living off-grid like Doug and Stacy. Or like when we went to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And we visited an off-grid like little eco-village.
Eco-village, yeah.
And that was inspiring for us to see, but for you guys to be able to see that too, it's really neat to, and we are so honored to be able to share it with you, and that you guys are receptive of it and really appreciate seeing things like that. And
Well, are you going to tell people what this is?
not
Because
yet.
they may not
The
know.
suspense is up. We got to show you what it is in just a minute. But also seeing and being with individuals like Joel Salatin, to see his chicken systems and his cow systems and his
Water
pig systems.
systems.
It's just like, wow. And now that we have these videos, we share them with you guys, but we can also look back as we start adding other new things on our homestead. We can say, oh, I wonder how Joel did. Let's go back and check out that video. So
Yeah.
it's been neat to be able to do that with YouTube, and it also be able to provide people like Ray Tyler, who has an amazing market garden, and it's just so inspiring. It's inspired me, and to hear some of their words, and even not just what the work that people are doing, to understand the reason why they're doing some of the things like Ray says here. What is the driving force of what gets you up each morning to do this? Because this is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, for sure. Yes, yeah. As farmers, as people who tend the earth, you know, a kind of a small practical thing is, you know, I'm so excited by the new growth. You know, all we do is basically, you know, we plant the seed, and the earth wants to grow things, and so, you know, there's not a day that I get up that I'm excited to come out here and see what has happened through the night. You know, whether it be new earthworms, new growth, there's new challenges, you know, and there's new, you know, successes and triumphs, and so, you know, that on a very basic level gets me excited. Another, you know, but really the core foundational thing that really gets excited, gets up out of the bed, is really this opportunity, I feel like, for me to, one, feed my family, and to have this chance to not only feed my family but be with my family and have them work beside me.
Yes.
And so that, you know, farming with your family is a lot of work. and it can be a fantasy and this idea and utopia that is really hard to obtain unless you are really focused, really driven, and have a plan, and have this thing called why, right? So, why I farm, for number one, is to feed my family and to be with my family.
Yes.
And so everything we do is really based on how can we, have this farm business, but yet have a life that our children enjoy and that I enjoy and my wife enjoys. And so we're always balancing that. And so each morning is really, it's another chance to do today better than yesterday. And so every day is basically, it's a clean slate. It's a brand new day. It's a chance to not make the same mistakes as yesterday. I'm not just talking about farming mistakes, but I'm talking about life mistakes. Or, today I'm gonna, when my son comes by while I'm weeding and he wants his shoe tied, then I'll go, oh son, go ask your mother. But taking that 5 seconds now to tie his shoe, even when I feel like I don't have the time. But so each day is another chance to be better, to be a better man than the man I was yesterday.
Yeah. And
how exciting is that? It's to me, I'm so filled with hope, and that if I have that mindset of today's gonna be better than yesterday, that I can find, you know what? I am a better man this year than I was last year, and so next year I'm hopeful that if I can wake up every morning to be a better person, to be a better farmer, a better husband, a better father, that whole kind of core principle is really, it's this chance of, I want to be a better person. And so farming is really this vehicle that I can be a better person. So that's the basic why I farm.
So are you gonna tell them now what this is?
Not yet. Hold on. I still gotta explain the reasons why we do what we do.
I like opening things.
She does. Whenever we get any kind of deliveries, I have to tell her if there's a box that comes, and then if I'm planning to get something for her and the package is for her, I gotta warn her, don't open the package, because she'll definitely open up. She's like, whoa, Amazon's here, UPS is here. We gotta open it.
I don't say that. The kids run in and say that they're here, but I'll bring them in and open them up.
Oh, you'll just send them to do that.
No, they're like going crazy. The UPS man's here.
Yeah, I'm like, calm down. But anyway.
Whatever. If he tells me not to open it, I don't have a problem not opening it. Right?
Yes, that's right. But it eats away at you. I wonder what's in the box.
Whatever.
Well, anyways, another reason why we do the YouTube is for a revenue source. And let me tell you, a lot of people think that you can just get rich quick from making YouTube videos, and you can say, oh, I'm just gonna start a YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be making all kinds of money. And people don't realize that when you start off with a YouTube channel, you're not making anything for a long time. And when you do, you're making pennies at first, and then
I remember whenever it first started saying we made any money, I remember it saying 19 cents.
Yeah.
We'd earned 19 cents.
But it has become another revenue source for us here on our homestead. And for us, it's been huge because we strive not to go into any debt at all as far as building up our farm and our homestead. So having the revenue that we get from YouTube has enabled us to make improvements on our homestead. And we really appreciate that. I'm a big fan of diversifying my income, so it has been able to help us to add that as part of what we do here on the homestead. And it is a benefit to do so. But again, I want to let you guys know, if any of you are watching this video and you think that you can just go ahead and slap up a YouTube video and just start making some big money, just hold your horses. Unless you're just like Will Smith or somebody who's already popular, it's going to take a lot of grunt work to start making something. So keep that in mind.
A lot of work.
So what would be another reason? Oh yeah, another reason why we do YouTube is it's a creative outlet as well. Years ago, I was really into art, and I'm still into art, and I actually wanted to make movies at one point. I actually was really into cartoons and movies like Star Wars, and I was like, I want to be a director and a producer and do all this and do all that. And it just quite didn't happen, and I kind of left it, and then somehow got into the fitness industry and started doing that, and I still thought that I wanted to be some action star like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something like that, but anyways, that didn't happen. But it's interesting how all of that, I feel like God has brought all of that back together. So it's now like we're like doing everything that is part of what I really like to do. It's like we're not necessarily making movies, but we are through YouTube. We're making videos. I'm still into fitness, and that's part of what we do, and I'm pretty active in what we do in our lifestyle. Not that I go to the gym anymore, because I get all the exercise that I need here on what we do, because we live a fairly active lifestyle, and we get to grow food, and I get to spend each day with you guys, with you and our little minions in there.
Minions, that's what I call them, our minions.
So for me, I really, whenever I find a movie that I really liked, I used to really like watching the behind the scenes to see how they do it. So
not only that, he would watch it over and over.
I did. I was like, I wanted to really capture and think of, to understand what they were doing and how they were doing it and what they were thinking.
He would put a video on and fast forward to the part he wanted to watch and watch it.
Yeah.
And watch it. And watch it, and I'm like, not this again.
Yeah,
I love movies.
Really
too.
into what they were doing. And one of the things that your dad does that I really appreciate and I think is really honorable is whenever he goes to the movie theater, he watches all the credit just to make sure that to provide respect to all of those people who put work into that movie.
Growing up, you didn't leave until the last credits rolled.
I think that's pretty honorable, because there's a lot of hands that go into different projects. And for those of you who don't even know what goes behind what we do, there's a lot of work that goes. I just don't always just hop out there and just press record, even though that is a part of it. But I try to think through and try to provide you guys with helpful information. And if we're going somewhere, it takes work to actually plan and communicate with the people that we plan to visit, to see if they're okay with being videoed, and to actually plan it out and somewhat say, are you okay with this? Some people are not always okay with being on video, and I try to provide respect and courtesy in asking them.
Yes.
But there's been times where I've recorded them. Somebody's like, "Oh, don't put my face on camera." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. That's fine." So I do a lot of the grunt work on that part of it, but you do 99.98% of the editing. And
I don't think you've edited a video in.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Over a year.
When we first started off,
2 years.
we both did the editing, but then as time went on, she has really embraced the editing well, and she does a fantastic job. So all those neat little scenes with the neat little music and the neat little slow motions and all that, you can thank her for that. She does a fantastic job, and she captures so much of what I have in mind a lot of times with the video, so I really appreciate that. And
if you'd have asked me 5, 6 years ago, oh, are you going to be producing, editing, and producing videos on YouTube? I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
I've never done that. What?
See, I've done that, but
I haven't.
With all the things going around here, it's like I cannot do it all. So I'm so grateful that you took on the role of being willing to edit.
But I've always loved movies, and I've always loved putting music to different scenes and making an emotional reaction, those things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I did it in my head before. Whenever I would listen to music, I always associated it with a scene or something. But now I get to do it for you guys.
Yeah, that's right. And I also get to be my own camera guy, which is weird. And sometimes, let me tell you, it will get you out of your comfort zone. If you're not used to it at first, I'm pretty used to it now. So in most scenarios, I'm okay with carrying the camera around and recording myself and talking to myself. Even though it was weird at first, I'm like, especially when other people are around and I'm recording myf and they're like, what is wrong with this guy? He is pretty narcissistic.
What is that?
So I had to say it. So I was like, it is what it is. I got to do this. It's for the audience. It's for our video.
It's for you. He's doing it for you.
You gotta step out of your comfort zone in all kind of ways. That's part of growing. In many ways, step out of your comfort zone. So
that's right.
And a lot of people don't know that Sayla does a lot of the thumbnails. I'm like, I'm kind of have have that director role that I always wanted to have back in the day. So I just kind of give her a little bit of insight, and then she's the one that gets in there. And she'll actually get some pretty good B-roll shots of close-up of animals that I really, really like.
She does a good job.
And then we have Josiah and Micah. They're willing to be in the videos a lot of times. They're not as hands-on with taking pictures and carry the camera around, but they're involved too. It is a team.
They're getting there too. There's definitely, you know, when you need help, they're there to help. So it's always
there's
good.
a team effort involved here at the Fit Farmer Show. And way back when, we used to be called by our farm, and as we were getting into it more and more, we wanted a channel name that really encompassed more of what we're about, of health, fitness, farming, and family. And since somehow I got to be the lead guy, I don't know how that happened, so we ended up calling it Fit Farmer. So it's almost become like a little brand. But I bet you guys are wondering now, all right, Mike, what is in the box? And I know she really wants to see what's in the box too.
I know what's in the box. I just want to see it.
Yeah, we're gonna let you guys see that. So, hey guys, come here. We're gonna open the box. Come on. Whoa, don't knock each other over. Get to finally open the box. I know Sailor's excited about that. Mike is too. He always yelling out when they come. So another behind the scenes thing that you may not know is whenever Lacie and I are recording right up here, right at the front door of our yurt, these guys are usually, if they're not outside doing something like chores or playing, they're usually probably in there with a video game. Not that they do that often, but it's like, okay, just play this so we can record, and just be quiet so we can get the area, we can record this.
And sometimes they're not quiet and they come up to the door and we're recording and we're like smiling, but we're saying, go away, go play until we're done.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting when we're recording right out here and they start coming in. We're like, no, not yet. You guys don't see that because I try to keep my face pretty straight. And it's like, but down here I'm like, but it's still like.
We go. Here we are.
Drum roll, please. All right, you gotta read the letter. What does it say on there?
Do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th, your 1000th subscriber? Chances are you do, and we know that you'll definitely remember your 100,000th subscriber. Your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe you showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, fans stayed and their numbers increased because of your unique voice and the excitement of being part of a growing community that you established. We're thrilled to see the development of your community and are proud to honor your impressive milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers with the Silver Creator Award. Congratulations. We know that you have many more stories to share with your community, and we know that your fans can't wait for you to engage and amaze them even more with your commitment and creativity. So keep creating, keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your 1,000,000th subscriber, we may just write you and ask, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber?
So here it is. Let's take it out of the plastic.
Oh, it was inspected by Zach. Thanks, Zach. Not sure you're ever gonna see this, but thanks.
Look here, guys. Alrighty, so that's it. It's pretty shiny. Look at there.
You can see you tell.
Yeah. So it says right there, the Fit Farmer Mike Dixon for passing 100,000 subscribers. Guys, it has my name on here, but this is all of our award right here. Without you guys, wouldn't have been able to do it. Team effort here. Same to you guys. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. We wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. Got to figure out where we're going to hang this at, because if we got to hang this up, this is like our YouTube trophy here. But I thank God for giving us the ability, the energies, and connecting us with you all. And I thank you guys for following along with us and being faithful followers and viewers and friends.
Yes.
I say greetings, friends, at each of the pretty much most of the videos, and I really do mean that. You guys are our friends and part of our tribe, and it means a lot to us that we have this award. But this award is just reflective of us having you guys as friends. Thanks so much.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.